Welcome to Audit Archive, where we run you through some of the most questionable and rather atrocious police encounters. Today, we're looking at a case where a police chief physically assaulted an 18-year-old who was riding his scooter with his friends on public property. The chief then lied about the situation in an attempt to escape the consequences. On September 17, 2022, a group of 3 teenagers were outside the River's Edge Apartments in Uptown Bay City, where they were all riding bird scooters, not bothering anyone at all. The group consisted of 18-year-old Travis Cram, 19-year-old Parker Weiland, and a female friend also. As they were riding their scooters around, Mr. Cram almost crashed into his friends, but applied his brakes just in time to avoid the accident. This resulted in a screeching sound made by the scooter's tires. Amidst this, Mr. Cram also mistakenly knocked down a construction cone, which was immediately picked back up and put in place. This entire occurrence was witnessed by Bay City Public Safety Director Michael Sashini, who was standing on his apartment balcony up top. For some reason, Chief Sashini had a severe issue with what the teens were up to and subsequently yelled at them from his balcony. The teens shouted back at the chief in response, and soon enough, he made his way downstairs to immediately confront Mr. Cram. This initial encounter was captured on one of the teens' mobile phones.
I'm gonna beat your and then I'm gonna take you to jail.
What? What'd I do?
Get out of here.
I didn't even do that.
Yeah, you did.
What'd I do?
Go.
What'd I do?
Go.
That battery?
Get out of here. It's disturbing the peace.
You hit me because of disturbing the
Yeah,
peace.
it's a crime. You need to go.
How did I disturb that? I didn't see anyone else wake up.
You need to get out of here. You disturbed my peace. Leave.
You just committed battery.
No.
Yes.
No,
You hit me with a
not.
flashlight. That's battery.
Get out of here.
How is that right?
Leave.
Battery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Call the cops.
Yep, that's right. You call the cops.
You just committed battery. You got it?
Chief of police. Call the cops.
That doesn't work that way, dude.
Yeah. You're gonna tell me the law? What, you think some legal scholar on the Supreme Court?
No,
But, like, what are we doing
as
that's illegal?
police? You can't hit me with
You
a
can't
flashlight.
disturb the peace.
Then you hit.
As seen in the outrageous footage, 56-year-old Chief Sashini aggressively charged at 18-year-old Mr. Cram while saying that he was going to beat Mr. Cram up and then take him to jail. A split second later, Chief Sashini physically assaulted Mr. Cram by using a torch to push him away. This encounter prompts a few things worth noting. First and foremost, it's clear that Chief Sashini rushed downstairs to confront the teens just because they shouted back at him. However, the teens had done nothing unlawful, as their speech is protected under the Constitution. It stated that the First Amendment provides that Congress make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting its free exercise. It protects freedom of speech, the press, assembly, and the right to petition the government for a redress of grievances. So, judging by this, the teens could have said whatever they wanted to, and they'd be violating no law at all. Chief Sashini's threat of taking them to jail was simply ridiculous. Also, note that Mr. Cram stated that what Chief Sashini had done was considered battery, and he was right. But there's one more crime that Chief Sashini committed. For context, assault and battery are separate and distinct crimes. The main difference between the two offenses is that while an assault does not necessarily involve any actual physical contact with another person, a battery does. To be specific, an assault occurs when a person commits an act that may inflict physical harm on someone else, while a battery takes place when a person commits an act that does inflict physical harm on another. Essentially, Chief Sashini had committed assault and battery both. Referring to Section 750.81 of the Michigan Penal Code, it stated that a person who assaults and batters an individual, if no other punishment is prescribed by law, is guilty of a misdemeanor, punishable by imprisonment for not more than 93 days, or a fine of not more than $500, or both. Now, let's continue with the footage and watch how it unfolds.
The First Amendment. What's the First Amendment?
You hit me with a flashlight.
No,
I
you
can
don't
say
have a
whatever
right
I
to
say.
disturb the peace.
You have a right to
How are we-
Your rights
how are we
end when they
disturbing the
You
infringe
hit me
on
with
young
a
people.
flashlight, bro.
Which
What are you
down
talking
here.
about?
Like,
I didn't even do it. How did you feel threatened, bro? Is it my luscious locks? Are you jealous? You bald huh? I would be jealous too. Look at my the Grinch out here, bro. Call the cops, bro. You committed battery. I can assault you all I
better
want.
back
You're gonna
up.
kiss me?
Assault me.
You wanna make out? I'll make out with you right now. I swing both ways, bro.
Go ahead.
assault me.
Back
I'm not gonna
up.
touch you. I'm not gonna touch you. I know
Get
better.
out of his face.
I know better, bro.
Hey,
What is
can
he
you
doing
send
to
a
you?
unit down here? I've got 3 hooligans that need to go.
Hooligans, you hit me with a flashlight.
I'm at 9th Street in front of River's Edge.
Can I sit down?
You can do whatever you want.
Sweet. Want to sit down?
Step it up.
I'm not gonna fight you,
Bye.
dude.
The mobile phone recording ends here, but it has already given us a good idea as to how negligent and ego-driven Chief Sashini was. He continued to argue with the teens, and when he realized that they were standing their ground, he was quick to call his officers and told them that there were 3 hooligans who needed to leave. He also ordered the officers to step it up. Another point worth noting is that Chief Sashini accused the teens of disturbing the peace. Now, even though it's rather obvious that the teens were certainly not disturbing the peace by riding a few scooters around, it's still important to understand the offense. According to the Bay City ordinances, specifically under Ordinance Number 585, it's made clear that no person shall disturb the peace by participating or abetting in any rude, indecent, riotous, drunken, or violent conduct, using any vulgar, obscene, or abusive language in a public area, inciting any other person to commit any breach of the peace, committing any obscene, indecent, or immoral act in a public place, knowingly permitting disorderly conduct on premises owned or controlled by them, or being upon a street in a public place in an intoxicated or drunken condition. Judging by this, there was no way the teens disturbed the peace whatsoever. Regardless, 2 Bay City police officers finally arrived on the scene as per the chief's request and made contact with him and the teens. The rest of this ordeal was captured on both officers' body cams.
Hello.
Oh, got your body-worn camera on?
Yeah.
Good.
What's going on?
Okay, we were down here.
Well,
Okay,
I'm
I can
talking to
talk.
him. No, you're not.
Stop.
Let him talk first. Let him talk first.
Let him talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Disturbing the peace. Both of them squealing their wheels at me. He took-
Stop. He's talking.
Okay.
Travis, just
They come here, they hit the cone, they're messing around here around this new monument. It went on for about 5 minutes, okay? I'd had enough. I'm upstairs, all right? I said some bad words, all right?
Okay.
He challenged me to fight and dared me to come down, okay? I came down, he stood off on me, and I did a pectoral jab with my flashlight,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Okay.
My side?
Okay.
My side first, right?
So,
I say
Hold
my
on.
side?
Yes,
Okay.
you do. Just wait.
I'll cut a supplement. 2 charges right
Oh.
here,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Here's the scoop.
But I'll let you investigate it,
Okay.
okay?
Bird scoop.
I'll get their statements. I come check in with you.
As seen in the footage, Chief Sashini's version of events was inaccurate and exaggerated, making him appear as the victim. But we've already seen what had actually happened, and he was certainly not the innocent one here. He claimed that the teens were messing around with the construction cones, but such was not the case. The scooter accident caused one of the cones to fall over. He also mentioned that Mr. Cram wanted to start a fight, but that was contrary to the truth. In addition to his false account, he even suggested that the officers should charge both teens, once again displaying how tyrannical he was. Anyway, after this, the officers individually spoke to the teens for their side of the story. Let's begin by watching one of the officers' conversations with Mr. Weiland, the second teenager on the scene who witnessed the entire ordeal firsthand.
Okay.
All right, first.
Talk to him.
Me?
Yep. Talk.
Okay.
Okay. You got nothing on you?
No.
Okay. All right. What's going on?
So we were just riding around on burn scooters, you know, like teenagers do. And then he came up
How old
here.
are you?
I'm 19.
Okay.
And he hit the cone right here and knocked it over.
What cone?
I think it was the one
Can
with
you
the gray
step
on there.
aside? Okay. Middle one.
Yeah, and knocked it over, and then he started yelling, and he threatened him first. So he was defending himself,
Okay,
like
how-
against him.
How did he threaten him?
I don't remember exactly what he said,
Okay.
but he antagonized him, so he was defending himself.
Okay. What led up to that point?
We were riding around down here. We were going down there, turning around, coming back up here. We were riding around this thing a little bit.
Okay. And then, so you hit the cone, and then what happened?
He hit the cone.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say. He hit the cone, then what happened?
Then he started yelling at us, and he defended himself.
Where did he come from?
He was up there, up at the top,
Okay.
and he was like, "I'll come down there and beat your ass."
Okay.
And we waited down here to see if he would actually come down, and then he came down. Travis was standing right there, didn't say a single
Right where?
word. and like on the road, and he came up and hit him. I don't know if it was like in the chest or the rib cage, but he hit him with the flashlight and then started shining it in his eyes.
Okay. All right. What's your? You got your ID on you?
Yes.
All right. Let me see it.
And he was also getting in his face, telling him to swing on.
Okay. And then, where are the bird screws at right now?
They're those ones right there.
Where were you standing when him and him were?
I was standing right next to him.
And was that in the middle of the street here, or
Yes.
like over there, right in the middle of the street right here?
Yes.
Okay. What was all said? Because I think we're still missing that part. Like the exchange of words.
The guy over there was getting in his face, telling him to hit him and stuff.
Okay. And then what? What else?
I don't really remember what all was said.
Why is that? That's just an honest question. Okay, you're adrenaline? That's why?
Yes.
Okay. That was just an honest question.
That's not my biological brother,
Yeah.
but
So just
basically,
amped up, you kind of were missing parts. Okay. Okay, I got that.
kind of adrenaline pumped up, blacked out a little bit.
Right. Okay. All right, how old is he?
18.
He's 18, you're 19?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then, okay. Is there anything else that you think you're missing or you didn't say, or does that covers everything?
Yes.
About how long ago this happened?
Like probably 15, 20 minutes before you guys showed up.
15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
About.
Okay, go ahead. Just
Wait by the
go on that pole so she can see you. Okay. Go sit on that pole, okay?
At this point, the officer walked up to Chief Sashini to speak with him in detail. But before we hear their conversation, let's take a look at Mr. Cram's interaction with the second officer on the scene.
Bird scooters, right? I was riding. You know how like when you press the brake, the back wheel locks up and it makes a squeaking noise, right?
Okay.
And you can drift when you do that. It's kind of fun, right?
Okay.
I get it's kind of late and stuff, right?
Right.
But he's up there. He goes, "Hey, big shot, you want to go?" Right? Because he said, "Why don't you keep it down?" I said, "I'm not doing nothing wrong." He goes, "Hey, big shot, you want to go?" Right? So, obviously, you know, I'm a dude, 18 years old. I can hold my own ground. I'm gonna hold my own ground, right?
Okay.
So I didn't know who he was, right? Just random old guy, older guy, not trying to be rude, right? So I said, "Yeah, come down, we can go," right? He's threatening me to fight me, right? And I stood right here. I said, "What's up?" He walks up to me and like, "I'm not gonna hit you, I promise." He goes like that and jabs me like right here in the ribs with the flashlight.
Okay.
And then he said he felt threatened. My hands were at my sides. I don't know. I didn't swing at him. I didn't pick up.
What did you do when he walked down?
I just stood there. I said, "What's up?" Like, I didn't know who he was. He was out his badge. I seen he was a cop. I'm not gonna swing at a cop. You know, I have more respect than that. You know, he has
Okay.
authority over me. He's better than me. You know, all I know he's
So he hits you in the stomach with the flashlight.
like the
then what?
rib cage, not the
Okay.
stomach, bro.
Okay. Not bro, but
She got. I'm sorry.
then what?
And then that's like it. He was like threatening me to swing on him. He wanted me to swing on him,
Why?
right?
How?
Like he would get out. He was like, "I'm not close to you, but like
No,
say this is my face. This was his face." He was like threatening, like, "Swing on me, bro. Swing on me. Swing on me. Come on, big shot. Swing on me."
Did he say that?
Yes. He was like telling me, Gabby, was he not telling
No, listen.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Okay,
We'll
yeah.
talk to her.
He was literally telling me to swing on him.
When was this? You didn't mention that before.
It was like after the effect of the like when he came down here and showed me his badge. As soon as he showed me his badge, I was out. Right? I'm not
Okay,
gonna fight a
but-
cop.
So he comes out. You
Yep.
say, "What's up?"
Yep.
Then you told me that he comes up to you and pokes you in the stomach with the flashlight.
Like jabs. It wasn't a
Jab-
poke. Dude. If it was a poke,
sorry,
I wouldn't
okay.
even have made an effect. I would have just left.
Jabs you in the stomach with the flashlight. Now
Yep.
you're telling me that he was telling you to swing on him.
That was after.
When?
He jabbed me in the
After when?
stomach, and then he was like, "Come on, big shot," like threatening, like, you know,
What exactly did he say though? Right?
like
'Cause
hit
you
me.
said a couple
So I was
times.
mad, right? I'm mad, right? He jabbed me in the stomach with a flashlight.
So what did you say when he jabbed you?
I was like, I don't even remember. I think I said something about like I should fight him, right? Because that's battery. No, I said that's battery, right? Because
Okay.
that's battery, right? Is it not?
Okay.
Hitting
And
with
then-
an object is battery.
And then what?
And then I just walked away. I walked that way. I walked to the other side of that.
No. You say something to him.
I
and
said
then
that's
how-
battery,
and
and
then-
he said, "No, it's not. You're going to jail for disturbing the peace."
Okay.
I said that's not a jail-worthy crime.
Okay, but where does
Right.
the swing on me, hit me?
Okay, it goes after, because I was talking to him, right? I was like, you know, I'm kind of mad, bro. I could fight someone right now.
Don't reach in your pocket.
I'm so sorry. I was out of pocket. Anyways, so I was like, I should fight you. To him, right? I should fight him, right? He hit me with the flashlight. That's
This
self-defense.
is after the fact?
Yes, way after, like
Okay.
probably 5 minutes after, right? He's like, I should hit him back. This is self-defense. If he hits me with a flashlight, I'm an unarmed dude,
Where was
right?
he when you were saying this? Where were you?
Like right there. He was like right there, right? And we were on the other side of, you'll see that little circle.
So then
thing.
you guys are talking and you say you should hit him.
I'm mad. Like I could hit him.
Okay, then
Right?
what?
And he runs up to me, like not runs, but like fast walks up to me. He's like, hit me. And like points toward his chin. Like I'm gonna hit him. And I said, no, I'm more mature than you, or I'm not gonna hit you. And he goes, hit me. And I'm like, I'm not gonna hit you. I want to hit him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Then what happened?
And then you guys got here. And I asked him if I could sit down. He said, you're free to do whatever you want. I walked over here. I seen you guys pulling up, and I stopped. Now I'm here. I didn't threaten him in any way. I don't know how he feels threatened.
So the original altercation was because you were
Squeaking the tires on the bird
and he
scooters.
yelled at you from up there.
Yeah, is that a worthy thing to hit someone with a flashlight?
It's
Because he's chief of police? He's above me?
Now let's watch the body cam footage where Chief Sashini explains his side of the story in much more detail. Listen closely as you will find many inaccuracies once again.
Okay, so just before you came downstairs, you were upstairs watching
The Michigan State game. 5 minutes or so of the screeching tires from the birds, you know, and the hooting and hollering down here. So I go out onto my balcony and I look down, and they're just, they're driving, what is it? They're driving east on 9th Street, approaching the Friendship Shell here, which is fine. And then the guy in the long hair intentionally drives his scooter into the barricade, and I go, hey, cut it out. Cut it.
So you're up in the apartment.
I'm up in my apartment. I forget what he says at me. I can do whatever I want. And I go, you need to get out of here. Something to that effect. And
He hit the barrel or the bar?
he hit the barrel right there, the middle barrel. It was even. He hit it hard enough to move it. It was equally dispersed between the two there, and he hit it hard enough. So we exchanged some words that were not polite words. And I go, oh, you need to go. No, I'm not going to go. Well, I'm coming down there. Then we'll come on down there, and I'll kick your butt. So I put my shoes on. I didn't get down there right away. Shoes, grab my flashlight, my keys, my phone, come down, open the door, tell him to leave, get out of here. Then I walk across the little plaza here to the curb area. He walks towards me, and the confrontation begins.
Did he, when you were upstairs, did he tell you that he was going to kick your ass?
Something to that, yeah, he said that, yeah. Yes. So, and I didn't take kindly to that. So, we meet in the roadway. We're close. I'm uncomfortable, and partly I put myself into that situation. But I was
Long-haired guy, you said?
the long-haired guy. Yeah, just the long-haired guy. The other two were to the left and slightly behind me. And I felt that he was hostile towards me, so I did how I was taught back in the day is a pectoral, large muscle mass jab, right?
With your hand?
With my butt of my flashlight.
So one time, what happened then?
He got angry, obviously, and accused me of assaulting him, calling me various names such as bald-headed.
Did he know you were a police officer?
I did identify myself, showed him my badge.
Prior to
Told
this
him-
altercation?
I may have when I was walking up. but I brought my badge with me. I did show it to him during or just after the altercation. He was not too impressed.
But he had, so if you had to say for clarification, you don't remember if you did it as you were coming out, if you were identified as police?
I think when I was walking, I may have told him that I was the police. That may be on the video. If the woman was reporting me, so at that point. But I did at one point. I knew I identified him. And then I also said, well, you're disturbing the peace, you can go to...
After hearing both sides of the story in detail and taking some notes, the officers carried on with an investigation for upwards of an hour before finally letting both parties go without issuing a citation or charging them with a crime. A few months after the incident, on January 25, 2023, attorney Philip Ellison filed his lawsuit against Chief Sashini in the U.S. District Court on behalf of Mr. Cram. The suit alleges Chief Sashini violated Mr. Cram's 4th and 14th Amendment rights and contains 3 counts: excessive force and illegal seizure, violation of substantive due process, and fabrication of false evidence. The next morning, on January 26, Chief Sashini appeared before Bay County District Magistrate Janice Donner for arraignment on 1 count of assault and battery. Chief Sashini was accompanied by defense attorney Matthew Reyes, who said his client is not a flight risk and has no criminal history. The magistrate eventually freed Chief Sashini on a personal recognizance bond, but ordered his fingerprints be taken at the Bay County Jail. Then, on February 28th, attorney Todd Schaude filed a response to the suit on Chief Sashini's behalf. It stated that Sashini heard Cram and his friends making excessive noise, prompting him to go onto his balcony, where he observed concerning action by Cram. Sashini and Cram exchanged harsh words, including Cram refusing to stop his activities and challenging Sashini to come down so that he can engage in a fight. In addition to this, Chief Sashini denied making threats of physical violence against Mr. Cram and also denied battering him. It was later reported that city officials suspended Chief Sashini after receiving a citizen complaint from Mr. Cram back in September 2022. While still on leave, Chief Sashini announced his retirement, which took effect October 7, 2022. As of the date of this recording, the next court date for the lawsuit is pending. Be sure to check out our previous video where we cover another outrageous police encounter.